What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We're back on No Man's Sky. So we have our update. Was that the eyeball making that noise? We have our update. It is the endurance update. Make sure you guys look that up and you can see everything that that was updated. I will also be doing a video on it, but it may be a day or two. I'm sure I'll be behind, but I'd like to at least get this one out first. This is just going to be us going over all the different glitches and seeing which ones still work and which ones don't work. The only one I will not be including in this is the one with the nutrient processor, just because we are going to do the two refiners on top of each other, and that's basically the same thing. So if that works, then the nutrient processor one should work. But either way, even if it doesn't, the two refiners on top of each other does work, so, or will work, hopefully. Alright, so this one I have not tested. We're going to go ahead, and I do believe, so the update had to do with the freighter. So I went ahead and I grabbed a stack of these salvage frigate modules, because I have a feeling that we're going to need frigate modules as well. I did grab some navigation data. And I also grabbed this just to see the different things it will do. I could have also done, you know, ship AI valves and everything, but I'm pretty sure with these three, if these three work, everything else is going to work. So if you guys have any questions while this is going on, make sure you put it down in the comment section, and I will definitely get back with you guys. So far as I know, I have been answering everyone. If I do take a bit to respond to you, it's usually because I'm at work, or it just didn't pop up as a comment. I do try to go through and catch the ones that for whatever reason don't give me notifications, but hopefully I am covering everyone. Another thing you can do is, if you're worried that I may not see your comment, or I already haven't seen your comment and I still haven't gotten to you, you can actually do an @ down there in the comment section. So just do @ChaosEclipse, and that'll actually flag as a mention for me, so that I can actually pull that up easier. You guys don't have to do that, but if you want an answer as soon as possible, go ahead and do that @ChaosEclipse, and then, you know, write your comment, question, whatever you have. Alright, so we recently did a video on this one. This one's pretty easy. I did have a little issues with it the first time, but we're going to go ahead and we are going to open up our medium refiner here. And I don't want to do all of these, so we're actually only going to do one. So we're going to throw one in there, just because I don't want to lose them all if it doesn't work. As you guys can see, I have 14 here. I have, well, okay, so 14 here, none here. That is override units. That's not the same thing. Starship, none in there, none in there, and none in there. And I do want to point out, I like this, the warp hypercore. It doesn't look like the regular warp cores anymore. This actually looks like something you can actually find in space when you're zipping around and, you know, finding the different anomalies up there. So that's actually really interesting. Obviously not going to be anything in the multi-tool. And then here, this actually threw me off. I don't have the cargo slots up here anymore. You can't access them. You may be able to if you if I upgrade my freighter. As you can see, it's not upgraded. So maybe if I put in the thing where you can actually teleport from your person up to the freighter and stuff like that, it may work. But right now I had to actually go up to the freighter to get this stuff, which inside of the freighter is totally different as well. But my slots are still there for anyone who's worried about that. I still do have all of my belongings and everything. It's just not popping up here. I actually have to go up to the freighter and grab it. So, and I just realized I don't remember a cargo slot on the freighter. That's interesting as well. Okay. Okay, I see you, Hello Games. Alright, so let's go ahead and look in here. Like I said, I have the one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into our edit menu. We're going to hit square so that we can edit. We're going to pick up this one. We're going to place it even with that line right there, and we're going to push it all the way in so that it's pretty much inside of that center core thing there on the edge. This is what I'm referring to when I say center core, this thing here. We're going to come over here. We're going to pick up this one as well. And we're going to do the same thing. So right there. And then we're going to back out of there. Now you want to make sure this middle one is highlighted. We're going to check the middle one first and make sure we didn't lose that item. So it's still in there. Perfect. We're going to back out of there. We're going to come to this left side. We're going to look in here. It did duplicate in here. Perfect. And now we're going to check this right one. And it did duplicate in here. Okay, so now the premise is we should just be able to keep pulling it out of the middle one because it's already duplicated in the other two. So let's stay in the middle one here. We're going to pull one out, give it a second, go back in, and it is still working, guys. Awesome. This is one of the easier ways to get nanites as well. You can literally cook whatever you need to cook in here, whether it's pugnium, tainted metal, Hadal cores, whatever you want to call them, the whispering egg things. I don't even know what those are called. I don't know if that's a Hadal cores. I think there's two that look the same. One's the whispering eye, or the whispering egg eggs, basically. I think those are larval cores, and I think the other ones are Hadal cores, but they basically do the same thing. You can refine any of those items, they will turn into nanites, and then instead of actually pulling out the item over here over and over, the Hadal cores, you can actually just come over here and you can keep pulling out the nanites. But don't open up the other two when this middle one is empty because it will not duplicate into the other one. So let's go ahead and back out of there. We're going to leave that in there because I'm not worried if those disappear or anything later on. So we're up to, someone do the math. What's that, 22, 15, and 7? Alright, so since that one worked, this one should also work. We're basically going to do the same thing over here. We're going to go ahead and throw the full stack of 7 in there. And obviously you can do these with stacks, so if I had a full 15 in there, I would be doing 15 at a time. So we're going to check this middle one, make sure it's in there. We have our 7 there. We're going to come over here, we're going to edit. We're going to place this one inside here like so. And the way I do this one, let me go ahead and do the other one first. So the way I do these, if you did not watch the previous videos or if you're new to the channel, the way I do these is basically the same way. There's a certain thing you have to line up here. I line up the bar of the one that I'm moving, so this back bar right here on the bottom, with this slanted part. Right here where it comes to a point, this point right here where the crosshair is, I line it up with that as best as I can. Now you are going to be a little bit offset, so looking at it from an angle, it's going to be offset when you go back center, but that is pretty spot on. So what you want to do is you want to open up this middle one first again. Make sure the 7 are in there. Perfect. We're going to come over here, make sure they duplicated into that one. They did. Come over to this one. Make sure they duplicated in there. They did. So now, same premise. We should just be able to open up this one, pull out 7, give it a second, open it again, another 7. There we go. So that one is also working. As you can see, it does take a minute to generate, but it is working. So if we go back in here, now we have a whole bunch just because we were doing 7 at a time that time. So we're up to 36 right now. Now the one that everyone loves, the one that got everyone's attention on my channel, we're actually going to take this one here. You don't have to break these. I'm just taking them so that I have them back on me. And you see what happened there when I broke those? They're not generating in this middle one anymore. So be careful with that if you're still trying to do the duplication glitch. So we're actually, we picked some more back up, which is why I came back in here. So that is what? 30, 45, so we have 50 on us right now, and we have 2 refiners. So the reason why I picked up these 2 refiners, like I said, this is the one that everyone loves. We're going to place one of those bad boys down. We're going to open this one up, and this time we're going to try it with the navigation data. So we have 12 on us right now. Place all 12 in there. Another portable refiner right on top. Break the one in front. There's another 12, so we should be up to 24 on that. And there we go, 20 and 4. And like I said, you can also do multiple, or not multiple stacks, but you can do full stacks. So let's do another stack of 20 real quick. Grab another portable refiner, place it right on top. Break that one, that gives us back 20, and then there should be more 20 more in here. Open up that, so we should be up to 44. There's 20, 40, and 44. So that one is also working. We're going to go ahead and take those with us because that is the one I do the most. Now if that one's working, this other one should work as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this one. I'm going to come in here and I'm actually going to put one of these in here. It's the only one I have at the moment. Let me show you real quick. It was here. There's nothing else in my inventory as far as S-Class modules. So you can see there's nothing in there. So make sure it's in there. It is. And then what you want to do is you want to take this one, place it right on top. This time we're going to bring it a little bit to the front, like so. We're going to place another one on top here as well, like so. So I placed 3 down. 1 is the original. We're going to break 2 of them. So 1, 2, and then if we take a look in our inventory, we should have 2 S classes, which is awesome. And then we have our original one, which is here. So that makes 3. So that one is also working. And like I said, if this one and the one that I just did with the 2 refiners is working, that nutrient processor one should be working. If it's not, you still do have these ones. So I'm not too worried about testing that one, just because I don't want to make this video too long, because we have 2 other ones that I want to check out real quick. Technically 3, but one of them I'm not really worried about, but we'll go ahead and try it as well. So first things first, we're going to go up to our freighter. You guys are going to be able to see the new inside up here. I didn't change anything around, so some of it with my stuff looks the same. As far as what they added and what's changed, you will definitely notice right when we go in. If you don't, then you just haven't been paying attention. And I will go over a little bit of it, but like I said, I am going to make a video on everything I have noticed, because there's a lot of stuff that they haven't even talked about. So let's go ahead, and instead of running up these stairs here, you can actually look right here, and you see this is a teleporter. Boom, we are already in the main cabin where our captain's at. So from here, you're going to come to the back where the one that is open at. There's one on the left over here, and there's one on the right over here. Those are the 2 that basically, if you're coming upstairs, that's where they would lead to. And then you have your actual freighter. So this is our fleet management room. As you can see, I still do have the refiners and everything, the large refiners that I had set down. It does look like one of them disappeared, because I think I had 2 over here as well. So we did lose one, but all of our storage things are still here. It does look a little bit glitchy. They are going to fix this, I would assume, though. So there's no wall here, and there shouldn't be one there, because that one kind of cuts off, and there's no ramp on the other side, which is why he's stuck. If you come and take a look over here, all the walls are gone, and I think that's how it's supposed to link together. So just some minor glitches that they will end up fixing, I can guarantee that. So the other glitch I wanted to try, let's go ahead and come over. This is going to mix me all up. Actually, we didn't have to do those really. We can just do the one over here. So we're going to come over here, and we are going to throw a stack of these in there. A stack of the navigational data, and 1 S-Class module. So that's going to be 15, 20, and 1 S-Class module there. And I'm basically going to do this off of the S-Class module, because obviously if the S-Class module works, then the rest of them are going to work. So we're missing 1 extra stack of these salvage frigate modules, and then 1 extra stack of the navigational data, and then obviously the S-Class. So we're going to leave those in there. We're going to go back down to our ship real quick. So we're going to just jump on this teleport pad, which is awesome, makes it so much faster. But you got to remember which side I came up on, which is right here. And there's another thing that is in here. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I thought it was like a basement. Okay, but that is another thing. There are, because my ship is ran by Viking, they're just everywhere. I've also noticed I don't have, I will double check again, but I don't have my my workers that were up there. I had the Corvax and the Gek that were up there, so I may need to recraft all of that stuff. But what we're going to do here is we're going to jump in this, we're going to jump out of it. That creates an automatic save, which actually I did not see a save. Let me go ahead and, I think it said it in the middle of the screen, but it didn't show it at the bottom right. Okay, so it just says it in the center of the screen now, restore point saved. Okay, so this one may be a little bit different. We'll find out if it still works. So we're going to come over here to the open one. We are going to pull these items out. So one there, whoops, open it back up, and one there, nope, give me it, there we go. Okay, so we have these ones back in here. We have 3 there, 4 here, stacks, and then we have our extra stack of navigational data. So what we are going to do now, yeah, because the guys were right here, the people I had set up, I just completely swallowed them. Okay, not that big of a deal. I wasn't really doing much with them anyway, and I wanted to finish the storyline, which I still will, but we will go over that at a later date. All right, so once you've done that, literally you will put the stuff up in there, come down here, create a save point by jumping in and out of your ship. Go back up, pull the stuff out. You're going to jump in your ship. Do not jump out of your ship once you get back in your ship. Do not jump out of it. That will create another save spot, and that is not what you want. You're going to come out of your freighter, and what you're going to do is you're actually going to call the anomaly as soon as you can. So let's boost a little bit away from our ship here. A little bit more. And we'll turn away from those freighters over there. A little bit more. Come on. Really? Alright, let's... Okay, oh, hello. Definitely looking different with the asteroids. I'm loving it. Okay, so let's go ahead and call this in. We're going to go ahead and fly into this bad boy. Like I said, do not jump out of your ship. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and I'm not sure what to give away, so we'll actually give one of these away, because I came in here unprepared. So as soon as you can see in the background here that we are inside, like I said, you're not going to jump out. You're going to hit triangle on one of these. We're going to see if we can teleport one of these to one of these people in here. Okay, and it doesn't look like anyone is in range, which is why I was trying to catch it as we were coming in. But that is okay. I will show you guys what happens when you're not able to transfer to anyone. So since we can't transfer to anyone yet, what we're going to do, like I said, you're not going to jump out of your ship. And I haven't even looked around in here, so I'm curious to see what's new in here. Like I said, you're not going to jump out of your ship. Is that a new ship in front of me? Interesting. You're not going to jump out of your ship. We're going to go ahead and take back off. That looks like a new ship. Interesting. Okay, still no one to trade with. That's perfectly fine. We're going to come out. We're literally going to go right back in, guys. Right back in. Turn around, go right back in. And then this time we are going to pull it up right away. We should be able to find someone to trade with. The names will start popping up. Here we go. And there we go. Got someone to trade with. It did take it. So what we're going to do is we're going to back out of that. We're going to come over to options. And we're going to do reload autosave. That's going to put us back on the freighter at that last autosave that it did for us. So that is how you get around when no one is able to trade. You literally just keep flying in and out. Like I said, just don't jump out of your ship. So now we can see if this worked. So let's take a look here. You do lose that one hypercore thing that you had. Now if you look in here, we still do have our 3 shield modules here. We have all 4 stacks of these, and we have our 3 stacks of navigational data. So the glitch, it should duplicate inside of the refining, I don't even know what they're called anymore. Holy crap. Large refiner. Okay, so we're going to come in here and we're going to take a look. There's our items. So this one works as well. Like I said, this one is just to do multiple stacks at one time, but it's also a little more time consuming, just because you do have to have someone to trade with. So you have to call in the anomaly. You have to be able to go in there, trade with someone, come back out, and you do have to do the reload. So if you look in here, there you go. We have 4 stacks now of the S-Class. We have 4 stacks of our navigational data, and we have 5 stacks of our frigate modules here. So if you want to do that one back to back, you will need to go back down without putting the stuff back in there. You will need to come back down to your ship, jump in and out of your ship. Once you're done with that, you'll run back up, put the stuff back in back into the large refiner. You'll have to come down, create another save while it's in the refiner, run back up, take them out, jump in your ship again, and then go into the anomaly. That's why I said this one was a little time consuming, but you can do 3 stacks at once. So that's why I have so many large refiners in there. The more large refiners you have, the more stacks you can do at once. So I had 4 large refiners in there, so that means I could do 12 stacks at once because each one does 3. So technically, if I just wanted to do a stack of 12 real quick, or 12 stacks real quick, and I was going in the anomaly anyway, that might be something I want to take a look at. But I just wanted to make sure that it works. That way I can show you guys if someone prefers to do that one, and for whatever reason they can't get the other ones to work, then there you go. So let's see. I have one left, two left. I believe it's one left. So the last one is also in the anomaly, but it is by staying in the anomaly, and you also have to reload. This one is specifically a Nanite glitch. So let's go and check it out, see if we can get this to work. So this one you don't have to worry about creating a save or anything just yet. I will tell you when that you will be creating that save. Okay, we're going to jump out of here. And I'm pretty sure that was a new ship that we've seen earlier. At least I've never seen one like that. That was very interesting. Okay, so we're going to come over here to the right side, and we're going to go talk to our old friend Ares. Interesting, that one has 3 wings, and I think the one over there only has 2. Yeah. I've seen one like that before, but I thought that they removed them from the game. That's interesting, though. Okay, so we're going to come up here. It doesn't look like much in here has changed. Anything over here? No. Okay. So we're going to come over here. This is Ares here. We're going to talk with him. And if you've watched the other video, you know what we're going to do here, but let me go ahead and explain it for anyone who doesn't know. So these two things here don't matter, although that is interesting that he's exchanging a Gravitino ball. I don't know what he would give you in exchange for that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to purchase upgrades. And actually, before we do this, let me show you guys something. So currently we are at 1,175,000. I'm going to write this down as well so I don't forget this number. So we're at 1,175,324. So let me write that down. Okay. We're going to back out of that. We're going to come in here. We're going to purchase upgrades, and what you're looking for is the most expensive upgrade he has. So here's one already that's 176. We have, nope, that's okay. All right, interesting, a 176. Okay, and it's a B class. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy as many of these as we can with the nanites that we have. And it is going to cost you nanites to do this. So if I only had 176, I could still do this one time and at least duplicate that 176. And I'll explain how that's working in a minute. So we're going to buy the max amount that you can buy. We're going to buy it till it says that our inventory is full. Okay, so our inventory is full. I don't know how many we bought, but as you can see, that took us down to 1,171,100. So what you do from here is you're going to go back to your ship real quick. Yeah, I think I'm doing this right. I really hope I'm not screwing this up. You know what? You don't go back to your ship yet. Okay, so we're going to come right here. We're going to talk to one of these guys. Well, I mean, we don't have to talk to them. Just find another player. And what you're going to do is you're going to transfer another item. We're going to do another one of these. So it doesn't matter which one of these people we pick. We're going to pick Bubby just because I like his name. We're going to go ahead and give that to him. Make sure it transfers. It says it was sent. We're going to come in here to options and we're going to reload that autosave. And like I said, I don't even know how many we bought, but you guys know I didn't have any B classes. I went through that inventory several times, so you guys seen that I had 0 B classes. Now once you're back in here, the way this should work, let's take a look. Let's see if this works. So we have all of our B classes in here. And now we also have back our nanites. We're already back to that 1,175,324. Yeah, 324. But we also have all of these B class upgrades now. So what you want to do now is you're actually going to run back up here. We're going to go talk with Ares again. It's a little bit getting winded. Okay, we're going to talk with Ares again. We're going to go back to purchase upgrades, but instead of purchasing this time, we're actually going to sell them to him. We're going to go to sell, and we're only doing these B class ones here. Now it says that they sell for 147, but we have a whole bunch. Oh, what? I wonder if it didn't register that we have more than just the one. Interesting. I'm just curious here. This may not work. Okay, sell. Yeah, it's only saying it's going to sell for 147. So let's go ahead and sell it. Let's see what happens. Remember, we're at 1,175,324, and it should only be giving us 147 according to this. But this is going to sell all of those ones that we just had. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so, oh, it's actually letting us sell them one by one. That's interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sell all of them. Perfect. So now it does work. It's just it's a little bit different now. Instead of telling you how many you have and how many you can sell all at once, you do have to click it one at a time. But we still did make a profit off that. Like I said, we were at 1,175,324. So we got roughly 3,000 nanites out of doing that. And then what happens here is you can take a look. We got rid of all of our B class ones, so we don't have any more. So if you wanted to repeat this, you would go back to your ship, jump in, jump out. And the reason why you're creating another save is so that it saves the nanites that you currently have now. And then you would go back up there and do it again. So the way that works is if you can only buy one of those, if you can only buy one module upgrade, you go up there, you spend that 176, you will be at 0 nanites. But once you're at those 0 nanites, what you'll do from there is you will do the glitch just the way I showed you. You'll trade something with someone, you'll reload, it'll give you back that 176, and you'll have that upgrade still. So what you can do is you can sell that one back to them, and that will multiply your 176 by 2. So then the next time you do it, after saving like I just did, you can run back up there, you can buy 2 this time. Do the same thing again, then you'll be able to buy 4. So it'll just keep doubling from there. So once you buy 4, then you'll move to 8, then you'll move to 16, then you move to 32, and so on. Now, it may not seem like it's doubling right away because that first time you may only be able to buy 1, especially if you're only at that 176 that it ended up costing us. And the only reason for that is because technically you're losing a little bit there. So this one costed 176, but remember, it only sold for 147. So the 147 is technically what you're going to be doubling. So if you do it once, you may not, if you only have that 176, you may not be able to do it a second time right away. But when you do it that third time, that will duplicate that 147 nanites to 4 times that amount. So then you'll at least be able to buy 3, and from there it'll start duplicating over and over. So hopefully everyone understands the way I explained that. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know down in the comment section. And like I said, this is just us going over all of these glitches that are already on my channel. If you guys want a more detailed one, I think I went kind of fast on some of these. If you guys want a more detailed look at these glitches, they're done the exact same way on my channel. Each one has about a 15 to 20 minute video of me just going over the glitches in detail. So if you guys have any questions, please go and check those out. If you guys know of any new glitches that are out so far, go ahead and share it down in the comments section. I can try it out for you guys, but I'm more concerned with just sharing all of the wealth with everyone else. So I'll definitely give you guys credit, or if you tell me where you got it from, if you found it on someone else's channel, I'll give that person credit, whichever. It does not matter to me. I'm not really worried about finding glitches first or anything like that, as long as we're all making money together. So thanks for joining me today, guys. That is all of the glitches that are on my channel, minus the nutrient processor glitch. But like I said, if that nutrient, what is this going on? What is going on here? But like I said, minus that nutrient processor glitch, if that one is not working for whatever reason, you still can do the two refiner glitches back to back, and it's pretty much the same thing. So make sure you guys are checking out whichever glitches you like best, whichever ones you think are fastest. It's up to you, whichever ones you think are easier. Keep in mind, if you're a newer player, that some of these you may not be able to do, because if you're extremely new, you probably won't even have access to the anomaly right away, so you won't be able to do the ones I was just showing. But the refiner is something that you can get almost instantly. You'll learn it very quick. I believe you actually may even start with that. So like I said, you guys have any questions, put it in the comments section. But other than that, hopefully you guys are out there getting rich. Make sure you're duplicating the right items with all the new stuff that's going on, new building items and everything like that. And I will see you guys in the next video.